Okay guys, I want to show you finished result. I only did 3 this time, and I put them on this pan because the foil is leaking on a couple of them, and that's okay. But put our onions in, cored them out, crushed our garlic, put in real butter. I don't like to cook with margarine. My wife loves to cook with margarine, and her cornbread is much better than mine, but I prefer butter. And put in our seasonings, filled it up with beer. Like I said, you can do red wine, white wine, honey, whatever you choose to do, just to keep it moist so it doesn't dry out while it's cooking in the coals or in our oven that is preheated and set for 400 degrees. So I set it for 375, brought it up to a good temperature, and I thought, heck, 400. We're going to do 400 for 20-25 minutes, then we're going to check it out and see how it does, and you will be amazed. So, more to come. Oh, damn it. I promised you a story too. Alright guys, more to come. Okay guys, now, I'm 46 years old now. I want to say when I was in my mid-20s, I really got into doing this remote camping, and we didn't really know what to call it then, but you would just kind of take you a little day pack and walk out into the woods and be gone for a week, or you know, however long you think you could do it. And we would drive to these remote places, and a lot of the times we'd go up to the Smoky Mountains, and we'd rent campsites at these campgrounds and then just head out into the woods. And we ended up meeting a really nice family while a couple of friends and I were in it was in Happy Valley, Tennessee, and it's right adjacent to Cades Cove, Abrams Creek, and Tellico Dam. If any of you are familiar with that area, I want to say it's in Jefferson County in Tennessee, but I could be wrong. But anyway, it was in the Smoky Mountain National Forest. And we went up there and had a great time, met up with them. Didn't know a lot about camping up there or surviving or living up there because it was completely different to us. And we had a good hard learning curve and met a couple of really good families. And one of the families actually took us in, and we camped with them and ate with them. And then they worked locally in town, and so they would go back into town and they would take us with us, and so we were like their little surrogate kids. And so we would shower at their house and sleep out in a tent in their backyard, and then when we were able to go back into the camp, we would go back in and they would go back in, and they showed us how to hunt. Oh gosh, we hunted morels and ginseng. I know you're not supposed to do that stuff, but we didn't take it off the property there. We ended up eating it there and cooking it there ourselves. Best meal I ever had was fresh caught trout, morel mushrooms, and butter that I cooked over a campfire from wood that I cut. Man, you can't freaking beat it. But I won't say his last name. Great guy. He's one of the families that I met. Country guy, lived out there all his life, third generation living in the woods up there. And been up there forever. And talked to him and said hello and everything. We're setting up our little campsite and everything. We didn't have tents or anything like that because we didn't know shit about that camping back then. And he said, y'all gonna get kind of wet, boys? And I said, nah, whatever. And he said, all right. And he invited us over to eat dinner with him. And we went over and ate dinner with him and his wife and his kid and a couple other, I want to say it's like his mom and his dad were there. And they made homemade ice cream and everything, all kinds of stuff for us. And then we, drank a bunch of beer and staggered back to our campsite. And early that morning, they call it Smoky Mountains for a reason, because the dew starts to settle. And we didn't have no tents, so we're just laying out there sleeping on blankets and sleeping bags. And we were soaked. And I remember he came over early that next morning, about 5 o'clock, kicking her sleeping bag and said, "Hey, you damn do-heads. Time to get up. I got breakfast going over here for you. I got hot coffee. I figured y'all might need something after the night you had." Well, she was right. Had no idea how to live up there and at that altitude. And like I said, we learned a lot from him. But he actually showed us how to cook these, and I always thought, this is just freaking great. So all my kids, we all eat this stuff, and my wife and I, and anybody that goes camping with us, they're always introduced to having baked onions. So, more to come. I smell them. They're starting to get ready. Okay, guys. So, after about 25-30 minutes in the oven at 400, and I did change the temperature up to 425 because I wasn't quite sure. And I've never cooked them in an oven before. Just want to kind of show you what you're looking at. These aren't raw, nasty, stinky onions. These are delicate, delicious. Man, that's good. And hot. Oh my God. I think I burned my mouth. But I want you to notice how they cut up and everything. And they're so soft and tender. These are so sweet that kids will think they're candy. So we did the oven at 375, brought it up to 400, and then I even bumped it up to 425 just to run things along really good. And so after about 25 minutes in the oven, they have softened up wonderfully, and I'm eating them as we talk. Man, that's good shit. And over campfire, it's a lot faster. But hang on, one more. Oh my God, more come. Okay, guys. Man, that's good. But I did want to mention that while I had talked about being out in the woods and doing morel mushrooms and all that stuff, you know what you're doing? Don't do stupid shit. If you eat the wrong thing, you'll die. Can't say it any plainer than that. But man, that's good. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. As always, thanks for all the shares as well. And from the bunker, y'all go make some mayhem.